Yo, what's up guys? Welcome on my new breakdown video of Sandcastle with MADZI! It just came out on Discover Records and it sounds like this. So guys, you can check the first part of the breakdown on MADZI's channel. So we're going to do the breakdown of the finish of the track because MADZI started it and I finished it, and I'm gonna show you how I did it. I'm also wearing glasses because Sandcastle is summer, so yeah. Okay guys, let's go! So we're gonna start with the drop here. That's the first thing I changed when MADZI sent the stems. So let me show you what I did. We're gonna start with drums, I think. So first I changed a lot of stuff. I changed the kick, I added some claps, I added some hats, just to make the whole thing more powerful and punchier. Let's listen to that. Cool perks. So about the processing, there is not a lot, mainly EQing. Yeah, I did a lot of stuff to remove some frequencies on the kick, and I always compress all my drums because more compression, more good. So thanks to these drums, the track is super heavy and energetic, but that's not the coolest thing here. So for the bass, I just changed the sub because I like doing subs to make them really powerful. When you listen to the track, you hear a lot of sub. So I just chopped a bit what MADZI did, and I added some FXs on it to make the bass more powerful overall. You have this small bass. I quieted down a lot because it was super loud, and yeah, in order to mix you need to balance well elements between them, so the bass was super loud. The three at the same time. Okay, so what did I do on these basses? Put an ozone, probably for some imaging and dynamics, yes. Okay. And yeah, some EQing. Not a lot, just you know, just to clean the stuff. We have also some stabs. Ooh, nice. More folk bass. Where is the sub? Yes. As you can see, the sub is so loud. More loud, more good. So all the bass at the same time. And you can see here, the bass is the bass thanks to the sub here, because there are a lot of subs. As we always say, more sub, more good. I think that's already it for the bass. That's insane. Because like MADZI did the sound design and stuff, I just had to mix it a bit and add a few things. So just for the chords, we just added some chord stabs. Not really interesting, to be honest. I did quite a lot of stuff on the lead though. Okay, so first I thought the lead MADZI sent was really nice, but it had too much high end and it didn't go through the mix, so I tried to change a few stuff and I added a layer. Let's dive into each layer separately. Okay, so this is a kind of a whistle. I just made it stereo with some EQing. Oof, okay, this is a full processing of the lead here. These were the two leads MADZI sent me. It missed some body, you know, some power, so I added this. Just more mids. And so for the mix of this, of course an OTT, as usual. Some EQing for the high end, because it was a bit harsh. Some Gulfos, but now I have Sus, so it's way better. Some stereo, and yeah, that's also basically it. So yeah, mixing is mainly about balancing and EQing stuff, and some stereo. Something quite important there was also the automations. As you can see, we have some reverb automations, some vibrato automation, just to give the Arabic vibe we wanted at the first place. Here you can hear it better. Wow. And some reverses also, just to add something more to the lead. And for the second part of the drop, I think we just had a whistle layer. Yes. So the lead support I added, okay, it's two leads, serum of course, as usual. So we have this And yeah, okay. And this. Oh yeah, they are more folk lead, so good. So that's it for the lead, I think. I won't show the FXs because they are pretty basic. We also had vocals here, just for the stab, to add more body. I also added some screams, I would say. Yeah. Just to add some rhythm to the groove. That's basically the drop. So yeah, as I said, MADZI did the main idea of the drop, so I just added my stuff on it and I mixed it a bit to make it sound more EDM-ish, and I wanted to make it a festival banger, so now it slaps. The first version MADZI sent me was this. It had a completely different break, you're gonna see.
This party's still going, and I'm the last to leave, so I'll keep dancing on my own.
So yeah, the mix was not here, the vocal was kind of random, I think. For me, it didn't fit the vibe of the drop. You know, it misses something to make it on the next level. That's why he asked me for a collab, and I think we did a great job together. I think that was a perfect combination of both universes with MADZI. So now let's dive into the breaks, and I think that the most interesting here, because I changed a lot of stuff compared to the first version he sent me. As I showed you, the break was not really related to the drop. It didn't really make sense, so I started to think the whole song with the one theme, the melody, and the Arabic style of the lead, the sound design and stuff. So that's why I did this on the track. So do not ask me why. I just had those plugins, DSK Indian Dreams. It's just some emulation of sitar, sarod, like tempura. These are Indian instruments. So I just copied the melody and put it there. I just layered them to make it sound a bit fuller. I really love the sound of it, but without any processing, this sound like this. That's terrible, bro! But yeah, with processing on it. Big OTT, some compression, some reverb also, again some Gullfoss, some EQing to boost the high and to low the mid sub. Yeah, some small delay, again an EQ just to clean stuff and to make it good for the mix. Because the break has a lot of bass and sub, so I needed to clean this. Here is the bass. It's pretty simple, but with a lot of processing, I think. You know, it's a fat sub, fat riz. It's a serum sub, classic, and the main break bass is a Diva preset, contrabass teeth. It just sounds so good. Let's listen without the processing. It missed some crunchiness and some power, you know. So yeah, I did some Saturn, some Biggie Fire, some EQing, another Saturn, OTT. EQing is so important, guys. With the sub, that sounds super good. I think the key for this track was to make the sub loud. When I started this track, I understood that because I think I did it last January. MADZI sent me stuff in December. This track has almost 1 year, guys. That's insane. Another really important thing in the break is the new vocals. Because yeah, the old one didn't fit the vibe and we wanted like an Arabic vibe. So we did our own vocals with my friend Timon. You can check his Instagram here. He was at my place when I worked on the track. He accepted to work with me on this for the vocals. So that sounds like that. Quickly, I'm gonna show you how we did the vocals with Timon because I think it's quite cool and funny. So without any processing, it sounds like that. We had just a few layers, a high melody first. We also added a lower melody. And we also added like a kind of trumpet with our mouth. You know what I mean? With processing, it sounds like this. So yeah, we wanted background vocals and I think it's really working. But it missed something, like somebody, so I just added this vocoder and it changed everything. So the main thing with those vocals was to control everything, so I put tons of effects on it. You can see all of the plugins, so sometimes the vibrato, some EQing, some compression, some reverb, some OTT, some saturation compression, another EQ, another reverb, some endless smile to do some automations. It sounds cool, isn't it? So yeah, it's a really deep and background vocals, but with the bass, it just sounds insane, guys. It's just so smashed and Oh, and I love this one. This FX is just insane. Let's listen to everything together. We added a few drums here and some tribal drums. Oh, and also for the FXs, something quite important was this. It's a Kashmir FX, but I think it sounds super cool in this one. Just to add the ambience of the vibe we wanted. Sounds really cool to fill up the track. So yeah, that's it for the break. The build-up is pretty simple. It's a bridge between the break and the drop. So we're just adding the lead, a lot of FXs. And yeah, we just added the bass of the drop with some filter on it. And you're good to go for the drop. Oh yeah, I love this. The pre-drop is just insane. Thank you, Sick and Secret. That's it for the first break. Let's go into the second break. So I didn't change a lot in this first part. I just added the new bass and the new vocals. I just kept the MADZI drums and I did a few stuff. And the most important thing here is the whole trap break. So MADZI didn't do it at all at first. And I was like, MADZI is the king of trap, right? So why not make trap break with the same vibe and almost the same lead as the drop, just to keep the same power. It sounds like this. So yeah, it's not powerful enough to be a drop, but it's powerful enough to be a good break, I think. I had this idea. I probably started with the drums. It's super basic for trap, but yeah, I think it's working. I did a lot of brasses. MADZI also used his own bass, and it sounds really cool. With some glide and some pitch bend, that's really cool. And the stabs, bam! Here also, the sub is so important. Okay, so first the MADZI bass sounded like this. With some processing, it sounds like this. It's just saturation, a lot of saturation, another saturation and distortion, some EQing, and I use the 3D send just to send the high end, to make the high end stereo. For the stabs it's not a lot, just an OTT, some saturation, some reverb and some EQing as usual. I just kept this lead. I don't remember where this lead came from, but it sounds cool. I don't remember if MADZI or I did it, but yeah, it sounds just cool. And for the second drop, I just added one thing, is this. The vroom, a greedy growl, you know. So I added some Saturn, some disperser, some OTT, stereo enhancer to make it mono apparently, and some serum effects just to add more dimension and a bit more distortion. That's cool. And some compression. Yeah, it was just to add a variation and I think it's working. This track is really the best combination between MADZI and I. It was really cool to work with him. Insane producer, great human. Go follow his channel, guys. If you haven't checked it, check the first part of MADZI. Thank you to everyone for your insane support on this track. Everyone loves it. Thank you for all of you sharing. You make this track huge. Next year, new stuff are coming with MADZI. I can't tell more, but it's going to be huge, guys. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this. This means a lot. I hope I showed everything that I could. Thank you so much again for watching. You can follow MADZI in the description, but I'm pretty sure you already know him. Take care, guys. See you soon.